Stand by. Attention on deck! The first video we are going to start with today, chat, is going to be what Army recruits go through at boot camp. And I'm pretty sure this video is in Fort Benning. I went to Fort Benning back in 2014. Here is a picture of me straight out of boot camp for those who are watching this on YouTube. Twitch chat, you're gonna have to go watch the video if you want to see a picture of me straight out of boot camp. And ACUs, man, that's when I joined, when ACUs were still a thing. But I have my multicams, I still have these. And I'm just going to talk about my experiences and all that too. I'm probably going to laugh a lot at these recruits. So, yeah, without further ado, whatever time you're watching this, I hope you have your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, whatever. Let's just go ahead and get it in 3, 2, 1, and boom.
Why are you moving? Why are you moving? Huh?
This is Army boot camp.
That guy's scared.
Before they join the United States Army, all recruits have to graduate from a 22-week program known as One Station Unit Training, also known as OSIT.
Yep, I hated that. OSIT was so bad.
Here at Fort Benning, a 182,000-acre military installation that straddles the Alabama-Georgia border about 100 miles southwest of Atlanta. Every year, more than 18,000 soldiers graduate before joining the more than 470,000 people actively serving in the Army.
Yeah, but that's if you can cut it. It doesn't matter, Fort Benning or whatever the fuck it's called now. I'm pretty sure they did a name change. I don't like the new name change, that's why I don't remember it. But Fort Benning, it was mainly an infantry training station, but then they started adding other MOSs. And then, but either way, when you go to Fort Benning, your life is gonna suck.
13, 14, 15.
Although most of the recruits that we saw during our time there were male, recruits trained together in gender-integrated platoons.
Only for non-infantry units. As far as I'm aware, there's still not that many women that are going into the infantry. So I know there have been a few that passed. And then did all the other fancy stuff that the infantry does within the past few years, but not a lot of women are joining the infantry, and not a lot of women are actually joining the military in general. So, but hopefully there are a lot more females joining the infantry of most, because like we need more battle sisters on the field. Like, come on, ladies, step up a little bit, you know.
These young men and women that volunteer to serve, they show up to us as civilians, and then we take them through a transformative process to turn them into soldiers.
Just go to position of attention, and you stay in position of attention.
On a rain-soaked week in February, we spent 4 days inside the Army's Maneuver Center of Excellence, which trains soldiers to serve in the infantry and armor branches. We saw different companies at various stages of training.
Pro tip, all right? If you do plan on joining, sign up during the summer and then do your training in the fall. Doing your training in the winter time is absolutely horrendous, especially if you're going to Fort Benning. If you're gonna go join the military, I highly suggest to sign your contract and all of that stuff during the summer and go to your training during the fall, because that's the best season. I promise you, it's the best season.
On day 1, new infantry recruits on a bus from the Atlanta airport arrive at the 30th AG Battalion headquarters.
Yep.
Where all new recruits are received.
Listen up! You ain't got one here for you at this point. It's yes, drill sergeant, no drill sergeant. You understand?
Yes, drill sergeant.
When I tell you, you will pass your folders to the front.
The minimum age to enlist in the Army is 17. The maximum age is 35. The base salary for an entry...
Oh, so I still got time, because I joined when I was 17, got out when I was 21, and I'm about to be 30 this year in the big 2-6. So I still got 5 more years to go back in if I wanted to.
Level private is about $20,000 a year.
Which is dog shit, but hey, you still get paid.
Hurry up, find your bag.
Once they're off the bus, The first order of business is establishing the code of conduct.
I promise you, if you don't pay attention to what I'm about to tell you, you're gonna make your Army career very short. You treat everybody with dignity and respect, regardless of race, religion, color, national origin, gender, sexual orientation, and all other protected categories. Yes?
Yes, Drill Sergeant. That's the one thing I do love about the military, and how it's not DEI, it's not woke, it's not none of this bullshit. You are a man, you are a woman, you are gay, you are a lesbian, you are whatever the hell you are. We don't give a fuck as long as you treat each other with the same respect, and as long as you are wearing the same uniform as the person next to you, we are equals. It doesn't matter. The only thing that technically matters is your rank, and that's
Sexual assault is any unwanted physical contact in a sexual nature.
Yeah.
You put your hands on another individual and you're not instructed to, or you're not saving their life, and they file a sexual assault, and it comes down that you put your hands on this individual when you weren't supposed to, that is going to be on you.
Yeah.
You'll get kicked out of the military, and then you'll probably have to file as a registered sex offender. Do you understand?
Yes, Drill Sergeant. That's the biggest rule in the military. Keep your hands to yourself.
Before they go inside, the new recruits learn some basic commands and standing positions.
Hang tight! Everyone look down at their toes. You should be able to fit a slice of pizza in between your toes. If you look around, they're gonna see you, cause you're taller than everyone else! Hey! Don't wanna sit there, let's go! Move your feet! Grab one and go, it's all the same!
The recruits grab the snack that's waiting for them inside, consisting of a fruit cup, sunflower seeds, a granola bar, and a juice box.
Watch the video, remain silent.
They must have changed it over the years, because when I went back in 2014, we had sandwiches and I think a little mini can of a soda and some chips. That's it. We didn't get no granola bar or sunflower seeds and a fruit cup. Like the fuck?
Since 1775, the Army has been the bearer of our nation's strength in every crisis or conflict.
That's the last good amount of food that you're actually gonna have, by the way. Like if you don't eat that, you're stupid. You're not gonna get anything like quote unquote like good besides those for like the next coming few months. So you're gonna have to eat that.
Make no mistake about it, the journey you are embarking upon will not be easy. But you wouldn't be here if we didn't think you couldn't meet the challenge.
Listen up, your last 4 year social.
You signed a
After
contract.
being
You better be able
recruits
to.
begin what's known
You better
as
be able to handle
processing,
it.
which can take 1 to 2 weeks before their actual training begins.
In a little bit, we're giving you a period to go in a room by yourself.
First, they're given one last chance to discreetly dispose of prohibited contraband like drugs, alcohol, tobacco, and inappropriate photographs.
If any photo you possess on your phone is less than a bathing suit, you will not have it. You will delete them all.
Recruits get rid of contraband in an amnesty room, where they dispose of it by throwing it down a metal chute.
Yep.
Is anybody
Yep.
confused on what you can and cannot have?
I remember one time, like I was confused because I had like a little tiny nail clipper in my bag when I went in, and I was like, "Does this count? Does this count?" I'm looking to my side, looking my left and right. I'm asking, "Does this count? Does this count?" And I just said, "Screw it, I'm just gonna go toss it in there just in case." I didn't want to get in trouble. Got rid of it. It was a good pair of nail clippers too. It was them Asian ones that you have that could last for years, man. I'm still upset about that. Anyways.
The next morning, the recruits report to the barber shop, where one barber has worked at Fort Benning for almost 60 years.
Oh yeah, I remember this man.
1963. That's a long time. I should have been retired a long time ago.
You should have, but that money's still good, man.
Wake up in the morning now, be wanting to come out here and go to work.
Recruits are issued uniforms. They receive a series of immunizations and vaccines.
Wait.
And get their official photo taken.
Oh yeah, we did.
Along
yeah.
with myriad housekeeping details that
Yep,
fill up their 1 to 2 week stay in processing.
Yep.
Hey, sit up straight.
That is until processing ends
Yep.
and the time for training finally arrives.
Keep in mind what they don't show. Still have to wake up early in the morning, do your physical training in the morning, and then still got to go through all that processing. this is the pre-training to your training. It's not just go in, go to sleep, wake up, do your little, get your uniform and all that stuff. No. You're still going to work out. You're still going into formation. You're still going to line up and go to lunch in the cafeteria, all that stuff. They cut that part out. Just giving you guys a heads up when it comes to that.
Let's go. Grab your
Here we go.
We found a company of recruits about to begin training in the armor school.
Lame.
These recruits are about to be picked up.
Why didn't they do the
their
infantry?
barracks.
I have no idea why.
reside for
They
the
should have
rest
done
of
the
their
infantry,
training.
but I think they wanted to. I think they wanted to get some footage of female recruits.
This is the last chance for recruits to change their minds before training begins, like one recruit who decided to stay behind.
Weak. That's the funny thing too, is that even if you do change your mind, they will make you stay in the army for as long as possible, like up to about a month. That recruit will stay at 30th AG for at least 2 weeks before he's sent back home. At least. Because I'm pretty sure they won't spring for like a plane ticket and all that stuff just to send this one guy back home. It's like, I think he has to wait for the next wave of recruits, I think, to get to 30th AG before they can take him back. No one's just gonna put him in their car and then just take him to the airport. They still got to go through all that processing and stuff. It sucks, but that's how it is.
This bus ride from processing to their new barracks will be the most peaceful moments these recruits will experience for a while.
The calm before
What
the
happens
storm.
next is known as the shark attack.
Run! That goes on who you want! You want run! Everyone you freaking go! Go! Run!
Oh man, I remember those buildings like it was yesterday, man.
Well, it's really just a little shock to the system, so we can break them down to build them back up.
I don't know how it is nowadays, but at least for when I started back in 2014, that was the time it was up to the drill sergeants on what they wanted to do. Because, you know, people were kind of soft back in the day. You got to be nice to the recruits. You can't do this to them. They're still human beings, all that shit, blah, 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 blah. When I went, my drill sergeants they took the nice route, quote unquote, you know. If you piss them off, they'll yell it in your face. But they tried the calm demeanor, but other companies, they were still doing the quote unquote shark attack. They were yelling in your face straight up out of the bus and making you do this, making you do that, like physical and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure nowadays it's still company and drill sergeant dependent. Like it depends on what they want to do. But this whole shark attack thing doesn't happen all the time, as far as I'm aware, and that started in 2014. It doesn't happen all around anymore. Unless it changed. I don't know.
We're breaking a lot of habits from the civilian world, and
Yeah.
nothing better than a little shock to the system
Yeah.
to establish that drill sergeant is in charge to let
Yeah.
us start our training.
Mommy and daddy is
The
no longer
recruits
here.
spend much of the shark attack holding their heavy rucksacks above their heads.
Didn't have to do that. I didn't have to do that, luckily.
So difficult! You can't pick that bag up. You decided to join the army and you can't pick that bag up.
This dude, he's so scared, bro.
After about 20 minutes, the intensity begins to subside.
Yeah. They're just testing you. Just a quick test, you know.
And the drill sergeant's tone changes
We only produce the best soldiers in the United States Army.
before training officially begins.
Yep.
After the shock and awe of the shark attack, things do appear to calm down.
It does. The shark attack it's nothing. It's a nothing burger, basically. It's just 30 minutes to an hour of just you just getting yelled at. Just tough it out, you know. It's like if your parents are yelling at you. It's the same thing. Just shut up and then take it. That's it. I do miss my drill sergeants, low-key. My drill sergeants were the best. They were.
Oh, is it a video?
It's a movie.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be a star.
We found this group of infantry soldiers in
Oh,
week
so they did do
11
the
of their
infantry.
training, practicing on the firing range.
Uh-huh.
The mood was much more relaxed.
Try to get 8 up on my level.
Well,
Their conversations with their drill sergeants are conducted at normal volumes.
it's because it was week 11. These guys were like halfway through their training, I believe. The beginning, it's all hectic. It's all annoying. It's scary and all that crap. But after a while, you do realize that the drill sergeants are just normal people as well. They're just older than you. And then obviously they're just gonna fuck around on downtime with the recruits, you know, just like what this drill sergeant
When
is
this
doing.
drill sergeant educated the recruits on the meaning of the military expression, 8 up.
Is a piece of 8 up gum good? You don't
No.
want something that's 8 up, right?
No.
You want something fresh. You break the seal, smells like olive oil, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That dynamic changes because we want the soldiers to become
Just
more
fucking
critical
around.
thinkers. At that
They're literally
point,
just fucking around.
We are turning into more coaches and mentors. We dial it
Exactly.
back a little bit, so we don't want them frightened. We want them to be comfortable and in a state of mind that is receptive
Because-
to learning and performing at that level.
Up to 241 hours of
Because they're
infantry
still
OSIT are
human.
devoted to marksmanship.
Everybody's still human at
where
the end of the
recruits
day.
fire about 2,500 rounds using the M4 carbine, as well as the M249 squad automatic weapon, or SAW.
And the
Create
M240.
lethality. We create expert marksmen.
I don't know if
at
they
their
still do
individual
that,
weapon,
but I shot the
because
M240,
as
the
an infantry
240,
soldier,
the
that's
249,
what
and
we're
the
asking
M4.
them to do.
One thing I will say, it is stupid that they don't teach you how to use the M9 Beretta or like the pistol or the sidearm in basic training. I feel like that's a program they should add. Like, I know most people, most units won't give you a sidearm, but it's good training to have, you know. I didn't learn about sidearms until about 2.5 years into my career. And like, I was like, what the fuck is this? It was like a 2-hour course, 1 hour of learning and talking and another hour of shooting, and that was it. Never again after that. I was like, what the fuck?
Recruits get one of the most painful parts of training out of the way early.
Yeah, but these guys get the new gas masks.
This group of infantry recruits was exposed to CS gas, or tear gas, in week 1 of their training.
You're gonna continue to pile in until we tell you to stop. You're gonna place your back.
Lucky motherfuckers get to use the new gas
Spend
masks.
about
I still
5
had to use the
minutes
old ones.
inside the gas hut.
Bullshit. Complete bullshit.
Upon exiting the gas hut, the recruits are told to flap their arms like birds to remove excess gas from their uniforms. According to a drill sergeant, the effects of the gas begin to wear off after about 4 minutes.
It depends on the person.
Some training moves indoors, like combatives.
Not all the
Recruits
time.
learn hand-to-hand self-defense tactics.
Not all the
Trying
time.
to teach them to achieve a dominant body position. So get out of one negative position and then switch roles so they end up having the upper hand in a fight.
It's basically military wrestling. That's pretty much it. But it depends on your company. It depends. It's like, I didn't learn this at all. I didn't learn it until about 2 years into my career when we had some downtime and we had to go just learn about some random shit over in base. In basic training, we had it scheduled for a week to do it for an entire week. It was then reduced to 1 day. 1 day. And what happened was that each platoon had like an hour or two in the main area, and the drill sergeants talked about combatives and then demonstrated a few things, and that was it. I don't know why they cutted it when I went, but it just all depends. It's just wrestling in the end of the day.
During combatives training, recruits warm up with a particularly painful looking exercise, referred to as the EO. While laying on their backs, they have to engage their core to wiggle across the entire room.
They use the momentum, shoulder blades, their core to help them create space, warm up the body.
Recruits work up a major appetite during
Good job.
training. But Fort Benning is big, and they're not always within range of the dining facility.
True.
When they're training in the field, recruits are issued MREs, which stands for Meal Ready to Eat. Each comes with an entree, like this vegetarian pasta with taco sauce,
Absolutely
along with an
disgusting.
assortment of items like mixed fruit, an energy bar, and this instant French vanilla cappuccino. Recruits just add water, shake it up, and enjoy.
Yeah. Not bad, all things considered, but I will say the vegetarian options of MREs are absolutely horseshit. Worst fucking things I've ever tasted. The rest of the meals are fine, but I think there's like 2 or 3 vegetarian meals in these boxes, and they're horrible. They're absolutely horrible.
Once they're fortified, recruits return to their training.
Hell yeah.
Recruits spend up to 60 hours in training known as MOUT, which stands for Military Operations in Urban Terrain.
This was the most fun in
Infantrymen are
basic training.
expected to fight in different types of terrain and survive.
The most fun.
Fight. Right now, they are getting their first taste of what that's like in an urban environment.
Rolling T.
And the shoot houses too, they're so cool.
In operations across Afghanistan, Iraq, we are conducting clearance operations, and it's applicable wherever we go.
All right, ads will be starting
It's
soon,
important
chat.
for the future
So
soldiers' muscle memory.
I'll
because
pause and
they
then
are
restart it
working
when
as a
the ads
team
are over.
with minimal communication, and they have to understand how that coordination works together.
The absolutely most fun part of basic training is when you go to these shoot houses and then do this training. The most fun I've ever had during basic training. That's it. Anything beyond that, didn't have fun at all. It sucked, but sometimes it's worth it in the end. And then when you graduate, it's like, oh, you went through all of this? Oh, hell yeah. Easy. Easy.
After 22 weeks of training, these infantrymen are ready to leave Fort Benning.
If they lasted that long.
Friends and family gather to watch their soldiers graduate on NOA Field.
They look like soldiers. They act like soldiers. They're carrying their head high. I have trainees that were not alive when 9/11 happened. I think that's pretty powerful, that I still can find American citizens that want to volunteer to serve their country. When we
Real
continue
Americans.
to
Americans.
ask them to go to combat.
I will say about this graduation stuff, though, I'm pretty sure after my cycle in 2014, they switched to these combat uniforms or whatever. They're the normal uniforms, because before you had to wear your dress blues or whatever, or dress greens, whatever the hell you have. And I think they made it so they didn't want to get that stuff like dirty and all that shit. So it was like, okay, you got your stuff, wear this one, go. Leave, go away. One thing, this part, every time I see this part, it kind of hurts me a little bit, because nobody showed up for my graduation. Like, I told them not to go anyways, because my family would have had to buy plane tickets, come all the way over here, then find the base to go to graduation, then they would have to leave. It would have been not even been able like a day to see them again. But even still, it's like graduating and then seeing everybody with their families and whatnot, and then I'm just waiting at the bus for like an hour or two, just waiting to go. I'm just like, can we hurry this shit up? I'm like, come on, please. It just hurts a little bit. I was a little bit mad. I'm not gonna lie.
These new infantrymen don't have long to greet their loved ones.
Depending.
Get on the bus!
If you're National Guard, you had the rest of
Or
your
say
time.
goodbye to their friends.
Yeah.
Before leaving Fort Benning to begin their service in the United States Army.
If you went in for active duty, yep. If you made friends and you don't go to the same duty station, you're more than likely never going to see each other again. More than likely. But good video. Brought back a lot of memories. If you're watching this on YouTube, let me know down below if you guys have any questions or whatnot. And yeah, I just hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know, I'm sorry I made this short insider science video into almost an hour-long video, so I don't know how I yapped for this long. But I do hope you enjoyed, and consider liking, commenting, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.